Did you know that the most expensive thing on Earth isn't a $550 million watch, or even a $750 million Ferrari? In fact, those don't even come close to making the top 10. What's even more unbelievable is that there's a substance so incredibly expensive that even Elon Musk couldn't afford a single gram of it with his entire fortune. And it's not just Elon. Even if you combine the annual economies of countries like the United States and Canada, it still wouldn't be enough to buy it. Even stranger, some of the world's most valuable objects can never be bought at any price. No matter how rich you are, you'll never be able to own, or even touch, them. So today, let's count down some of the most valuable things on Earth. Let's start with the legendary Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR Uhlenhaut Coupe.
This is the world's most expensive car.
Built in 1955, this isn't just an old sports car, it's one of the rarest automobiles ever created. Only two examples exist. In 2022, one of them was quietly sold at a private auction for around $143 million, making it the most expensive car ever sold. But here's the crazy part. The buyer didn't drive it home or show it off. Instead, the car was locked away in a private collection, hidden from the public. Imagine spending over $100 million on a car, only to make sure almost nobody ever sees it. Next comes one of the most controversial paintings in history, Salvator Mundi. In 2017, it sold for an astonishing $450 million, becoming the most expensive painting ever auctioned. But there's one problem. Many art historians still debate whether it was actually painted entirely by Leonardo da Vinci. Some believe his students completed most of the work, while da Vinci himself only painted certain sections. If that's true, then Salvator Mundi may actually be the world's most expensive signature, rather than the world's greatest masterpiece. Speaking of da Vinci, there's one painting that is considered even more valuable, the Mona Lisa. Unlike other masterpieces, the Mona Lisa isn't simply expensive, it's priceless. Back in 1962, it was insured for $100 million. Adjusted for inflation, that would equal well over $1 billion today. But here's the catch. The painting is officially part of France's national heritage. That means it can never legally be sold. Ironically, its worldwide fame exploded after it was stolen from the Louvre Museum in 1911. When it was finally recovered, the mystery surrounding the theft turned it into the most famous painting on Earth. Today, no billionaire can ever buy it. Now let's talk about one of the greatest treasures ever discovered, the Cullinan diamond. Found in South Africa in 1905, it remains the largest gem-quality rough diamond ever discovered. It was presented to King Edward VII and later cut into 9 major diamonds. The 2 largest pieces now sit inside the British crown jewels and are displayed in the Tower of London. Experts estimate the crown jewels could be worth anywhere from hundreds of millions to several billions of dollars. But like the Mona Lisa, they're considered priceless because they will never be sold. Now imagine a house, the size of a football field, floating 250 miles above Earth. That's the International Space Station. It's not just a laboratory, it's a fully functioning home in space. Inside are bedrooms, bathrooms, a gym, and the famous observation dome, where astronauts enjoy breathtaking 360-degree views of Earth. Building the ISS cost roughly $150 billion, making it one of the most expensive engineering projects in human history. And every year, billions more are spent just to keep it operating. What if someone built a flying palace? That's exactly what the Sky Palace concept imagined. Based on the massive Airbus A380, the design included marble bathrooms, luxurious bedrooms, enormous lounges, a private gym, a movie theater, and even a dedicated garage for a Rolls-Royce. Covered in gold and filled with luxury, the aircraft was expected to cost hundreds of millions of dollars. But despite all the ambitious plans, it never moved beyond the concept stage. The flying palace has never actually taken off. And finally, we arrive at the most expensive substance ever known, antimatter. According to scientific estimates, producing just 1 gram of antimatter would cost around $62 trillion. That's more money than the annual GDP of many of the world's largest economies. Why? Because antimatter is incredibly difficult to create and even harder to store. The moment it touches ordinary matter, both instantly annihilate each other, releasing an enormous amount of energy. In theory, just 1 gram could produce energy comparable to a powerful explosive. For now, antimatter remains one of the rarest and most valuable substances humanity has ever produced. Which means the most expensive thing in the universe isn't a car, isn't a diamond, isn't even a masterpiece. It's something you can't buy, and almost nobody on Earth will ever hold in their hands.